rhyme book and read the composition. I can truly give about the competition. I'm in another atmosphere, I'm on another mission. Yeah, you know that boy Logic put pen to paper. Always switching up your whole position. I can see it in your face like an instant.
If you're a Freeway fan, we're just east of the 405. One of the modern jewels of the NFL. Beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Here's Harrison Butker out there to get this thing started. And off we go from SoFi. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Herbert going to throw on this first play. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
On play action, now Herbert. Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. Picked off by Nick Bolton. And he's going to bring this one back. Wow, less than a minute into the game. It's a pick 6 and an early touchdown. You get the ball to start the game thinking you'll score on offense. Instead, they allow the defense to be the first on the board in this one.
So now the question is, Mike, do you allow this to linger the rest of the day? You've dug yourself a pretty big hole here to start, but you've got to pick yourself up and realize this game is far from over, and we now got to get the ball back and establish some early rhythm.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And some good running there. That's a first down. Up to the 43.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Herbert. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a throw that's going to make them cringe on Monday, Mike, in the film room. At this level, quick hitters, those quick, easy passes, those should be borderline automatic. But it was anything but this time around.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
Pretty fortunate right there, Mike. If that ball bounces just a different direction, that could easily be a turnover or even points the other direction.
On 3rd and long, it's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Returnable from the 17. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes going to start this one with a throw. That is caught down the field. It's worthy. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate. And that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
And he will have the 1st down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
2 yards on the play. 1st down, Chiefs.
Once again, it's Pacheco. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job.
A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Dante Jackson.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete, but there's a penalty flag on the field. We'll let the officiating crew sort this one out. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Pistol here for Herbert. The ball comes out. It's pulled in by the Chiefs. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it, and which team does a better job taking it away.
1st down throw, Mahomes. That's caught on the right side by Waddle. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. To the outside. Catch made by Brown. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
Jalen Waddle, the intended target, and it'll be 2nd and goal. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Right back to the air for Mahomes. He's got his big tight end, Travis Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Working free downfield, it is Williams. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now a play fake. Herbert. He'll let this one go long for Williams.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. Open man, left side, he's got it. Getting out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. It's 1st down, and they'll run. The speed on display. He's in. Touchdown, Chargers. Greg, we better tie those shoelaces tight. We could be in for a track meet. Great start on offense in this one.
Yeah, it certainly has, Mike, and I think the biggest thing for this offense is how they've bounced back to some early adversity. They found themselves trailing here in the 1st quarter, and they cut into that lead. I got a feeling this thing's going to go back and forth, and we're going to have some fireworks ahead of us.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Brown now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And let's give him about 4 on that one. Derwin James, the former All-Pro, in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And now he loses the football.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
First and 10 for Mahomes. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's into the end zone. Travis Kelce. Touchdown, Chiefs. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the first quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But in all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else until this defense proves they have an answer. Because right now, they don't have one.
We are through 1. It's the Chiefs on top. We're back in Southern California in a moment. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. Throwing on first down is Herbert. Here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Nick Bolton.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
And the first down on the Chiefs.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Travis Kelce. Touchdown, KC. A 3-touchdown game for him. That's now 5 on the year. This is turning into a monster game. Let's keep an eye on this. 3 touchdown catches alone in the first half. Could be a record-setting game. Butker's extra point is good. And the Chiefs add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On play action now, Herbert. Right back to Williams. They connect again. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
That's to the right side, and incomplete. Lad McConkey, the one he was looking for. It's second down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it, you start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Trent McDuffie. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
A first down throw for Mahomes. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. Here's Mahomes. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Derwin James there defensively to break that one up.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Here's a run with Hunt. Able to break a tackle as he powers forward 4 yards. Third and 9. Here's Mahomes. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range. But do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs will extend their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. Drive will start on the ground. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. Now Herbert on the bootleg. That's to his tight end, the former Seahawk, Will Dissly. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Play action now. It's Herbert. And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Jamari Connor.
You know, Mike, I think at this point, anytime you find yourself in a situation like this, your passing game has to just be thrown out altogether. I think right now it turns into a, let's just execute our run, let's just try to get out of this game healthy and move on. I mean, this is 4 consecutive drives that have ended with an interception. I mean, it's almost unheard of. It tells me it's more than just a lack of execution. This quarterback right now is having some confidence issues. He's not seeing the field great, and they need to have a complete reset.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time the team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
The future Hall of Famers connect. Mahomes to Kelsey one more time for a Chiefs first down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And the Chiefs are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Mahomes now to throw again. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Elijah Molden.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
On first down, Herbert. He's got the hookup downfield with McConkey. And he's going to take this one all the way. 80 yards. Touchdown, L.A. Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers are able to edge a bit closer. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Brown now to return it. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here's first and 10. Patrick to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. Finding room to the 20. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 5-yard line. Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it first and goal. Mahomes back. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Another one from the 5. Second down and goal. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. It is brought in the end zone. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Kansas City. He has done it again. That is 4 touchdown passes in his first half. Greg, he might skip halftime with the way he's performing right now.
Yeah, Mike, this passing attack is just really unstoppable. I mean, it is just remarkable the success he's been able to have. We're not even at halftime yet. He finds himself on record pace. I can't wait to see what he does the rest of this game.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. Looking middle, and he'll get it complete to McConkey. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. Herbert now on 1st down. Now a ball thrown deep for Johnston. To the goal line and in. Quentin Johnston. Touchdown, L.A. Point after now from Dicker. Oh, and now look at this. It's a fake. In trouble, and down he goes.
I just can't wrap my head around that decision, Mike. I mean, think about it this way. If you want to go for 2, by bringing your extra point unit on, you have to snap the ball from the 15. If you keep your offense on the field to go for 2, you get to snap the ball from the 2-yard line.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And he shows off a little footwork. Winding his way for a run of 8.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Now the Chiefs can call the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. A handoff to Pacheco. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Sending it deep for Waddle. And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Herbert now on 1st down. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he will go all the way. Mike Williams. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
Four seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. On 1st down, it's Mahomes. Again, working deep downfield. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. Tough to bring down, and somehow he manages to get 4 yards out of that. Here's a 2nd and 6. Throwing is Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And he will score. It's Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A handoff here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. From the gun, it's Herbert. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
A gain of 17 yards, and the Chargers have the first down. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll stick with him again. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Herbert keeping it on the zone read. And maybe the quarterback should have given that one away. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Pistol here for Herbert. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Mike Williams. Touchdown Chargers. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. The teamwork was just... And before the try, remember, it is a touchdown. All scoring plays are reviewed, so replay will confirm this one before we do anything else. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board.
This kick is no good.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On the carry, it's Pacheco. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
They're going to run out of the gun with Pacheco. Pacheco, first down and more. And they are not going to catch us. He's in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, KC. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Throwing, Herbert. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Now, a ball thrown deep for Johnston. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and will bring up third down. Harris, the man in motion. Throwing is Herbert on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. And the Chargers will punt, getting set to kick it away. As he'll punt it away for the second time. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. First and 10 for Mahomes. Got a man over the middle. It's Worthy. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
Really nice play there by Xavier Worthy, and If I'm a defensive coordinator around the league, and I'm thinking to myself, Mike, how do I stop this Chiefs offense? How do I stop Mahomes and Kelsey? Well, they just add a wide receiver that has the fastest 40-yard dash time in the history of the NFL Combine. I mean, the ability to take the top off, the ability to make those secondary players play that much deeper and open up everything else underneath. He gets up and running. He really finds his groove in this league. This scary offense just got a little bit scarier.
On second down, Pacheco. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. And the Chiefs will punt the ball away. And we won't see a return here. This is going to be marked down inside the 15. On play action, now Herbert. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page. That's incomplete.
You see this offense just continue to search for a spark. It's just this entire game, their execution's just been a little bit off. And now here in the second half, they find themselves down by multiple scores. They're going to have to connect on 1 or 2 of these big plays if they want to find themselves back in this one.
A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one.
The biggest correlation between scoring points in the NFL is your ability to generate explosive plays. And oftentimes, the best explosive plays in the passing game happen when the quarterback is outside the pocket, and great example of it here.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Herbert to the air again. The open man is Johnston. He's got it. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Throwing again, Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Herbert. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he will have the first down. Needing to make something happen, trailing here in the third quarter. They convert on fourth down. On play action now, Herbert. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Now a play fake. Herbert. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Nick Bolton. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. On play action, it's Herbert. That is caught by the tight end. Will Disley. Touchdown, L.A. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Tight end on the move left. They'll run right side with Pacheco. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. So back in. A give here to Pacheco. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. A gain there of 16 yards. Good for a Chiefs 1st down. A run up the middle with Pacheco. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. Now Mahomes on the blitz, overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
What really stood out to me, Mike, was the body language of the middle linebacker prior to the ball being snapped. So often we see the guy who's blitzing, they get a little antsy and they tip their hand. But that wasn't the case here. He times it perfectly, nobody accounts for him, and he comes away with the sack. He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And this defense plays it beautifully. They knock him back to the 7. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Herbert. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. So first the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line. And the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
1st down throw, Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
On the handoff, this is Pacheco. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
And that is incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And it's going to be 4th down. On comes the Chiefs punter, as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. Play action now. It's Herbert. Downfield, that's Johnston. He's got it. And he'll wind up out of bounds past the 45-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. It's a gain of 34. Going for it all. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They drop him in the backfield. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Once again, it's Pacheco. Into the secondary, past the 40. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And he will dive into the end zone. 71 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. And now, after the big play, got to cut that celebration short, because they're going to stay out and go for 2. And he's going to get stopped in the backfield. He'll take him down at the 3-yard line. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Herbert. They'll try to hit him with a screen. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. On 1st down, Herbert. That one complete to Johnston. And he will go all the way. Quentin Johnston. Touchdown, Los Angeles. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Dicker now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chargers are able to cut into the deficit. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards, and 2nd down. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now, A carry for Hunt. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. On the ground, this is Hunt. And he'll be taken down right at the 35-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. We're all set to kick this one away as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. From the gun, it's Herbert. He's going to look for the home run ball. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down. Shotgun now for Herbert. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. Defense has to play smart, avoid a penalty on 4th and long. He'll let one go down the middle. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. No easy completions. And this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. They bounce back from